Esquire, call ye from the mast. Tell me of ye findings. Esquire. Hey, I hit play just now, by the way.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we had.
What?
Well,
Welcome.
welcome back.
Hey, it's a podcast that we do for you.
And it's the 50th episode of said
Whoa!
podcast.
Whoa! Never
What?
thought we'd do that, right?
I know, right? I mean, I don't know. I I like to think that I thought this would last, but who knows?
Here we are. Coke slash Pepsi and a piano in hand. We're ready to go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got loads of uber cool information to tell y'all.
Um,
Um,
also, we've got a lot to cover here, but also just so you're not confused, the strange noises you are hearing is um an extra friend that will be joining us for the podcast. His
oh my
name is
gosh.
Yamaha.
You also keep an extra friend in your podcasting area?
Well, I
I,
had
me
I,
too.
I had the goblin, but he's gone now, so had to replace him with something.
Hmm.
So yes, enjoy my incredible music stylings. I promise I'm really good. They will be underlaying the 50th episode of this podcast in celebration. I hope you enjoy.
You totally will. Yeah.
So Aubrey, can you tell us on what are we talking about today? What are we talking
What?
about?
Well, we went back and forth with a lot of topics. Like, what are we going to talk about for our 50th episode? Like, let's make this something interesting, cool, special. What do we tackle this time? And I was like, you know what we've never talked about? You
What?
know what we've never talked about?
Hmm.
Shrek. In any form. Like, honestly, in
Yo,
any form.
did you hear that? I did the sting. That was a complete guess. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail you. Yeah, we haven't. We have not brought up any Shrek. And that's kind of crazy for being people our age. The Shrek is a part of our literal DNA. Shrek is the identity of a good like age range around us. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm in the high end of that, but I could be wrong. What year is it? What was the Shrek year?
2001?
Um uh
Let me,
um
sorry. I gotta get my, I gotta get my, research up on the
Come
screen.
on, you don't have flashcards? You don't have Shrek flashcards, Aubrey? Come on. What are you doing?
I just like to roll with the old noggin. It's 2001. It is. I was correct. Me and my noggin were right. Um, but here's the thing, like, this Shrek conversation is not limited to the first Shrek movie. We can talk about any of them. I will say I only really remember the first three and only distinctly the plots of the first two because in my opinion those are the only two that truly matter or are worth time.
I mildly disagree, but
Um,
I don't want to stop you.
do you think another one deserves more
Oh, I don't
credit?
think that either any others deserve more credit than the first two, but I think there's something to say about at least one of the others.
Oh, yeah, we got stuff to say about them for sure. But like there were hundreds of Shrek video games produced over Shrek's entirety. The merchandising opportunities of Shrek were incredible. It I don't know. I just feel like it's something that was a cultural phenomenon that it's like it's something that kids even generations later I feel like are gonna know what Shrek is.
Yeah, cuz honestly, like Shrek is very timeless in its conception because it's about fairy tales and not fitting in. And what are two things that most people know about as they start off young? Both of those two things. So,
I'm gonna guess fairy tales and not fitting in. Oh, what?
actually, it's called being an outcast, Aubrey. You're
Oh,
incorrect. I wish I had a buzzer on here. Oh man, can you guys? I can't wait to get the sound effects.
yay!
Aubrey, you should be dreading my birthday.
I do. Oh, I do. Anyways,
Anyways,
what I find really interesting.
yeah, is that you're eating directly on the show? Yeah, that's
Listen,
what
I
you
gotta
find. Yeah, are you playing? You're doing really living
eat
out your
them.
full.
It's gross. And fry people understand.
I'm just
What's
stunned.
interesting, what's really interesting,
Tell us.
is that Shrek is a super successful DreamWorks movie. Well, what a lot of people don't know is DreamWorks was created and started by people that worked for Disney that were like, screw this, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna leave, this sucks, we're gonna go make our own thing and it's gonna be better. And first couple things were bangers, like Prince of Egypt,
Oh
Road to
yeah.
El Dorado.
Mwah.
Those slapped.
Slapped so
Like,
hard.
um, and then they got Shrek. Um, and
We Shrekified,
originally
baby.
Steven Spielberg was working on Shrek
The fuck?
at not sure if it was Disney or that wasn't super specified in the information, but that's what I was kind of like. I bet you he was working on it for Disney. But then his buddy, John H. Williams, was like, yo, you should come on over to DreamWorks. Come over to DreamWorks and we can do it over there. Um,
Okay.
and then the guy that was like the head dude of DreamWorks just bought the idea from and the rights. But
So Shrek
and
was sefted.
the original cast for Shrek was Chris Farley instead of Mike Myers. But
Yes.
sadly, Chris Farley passed away before being able to record all of the dialogue. Like I think he did record nearly all of it, but not all of it. And we did find a video with some of it, and it was interesting too to see the like beginnings of the Shrek art because it was very different. The dialogue was also very different.
Oh yes, like
Um,
this Shrek was Chris Farley Shrek was so much more emotional. He was a young lad. He had
I-
like daddy issues.
yeah, like, and that's something that I find that had in common with Shrek the musical, which we'll touch base on at some point, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, there was just like there was a lot of things while I was reading that I was like, wow, I thought I knew so much about Shrek, but I actually don't know a whole lot about like the creation of it. So I was really surprised to find out that like Steven Spielberg was the person to be like, I would like to make Shrek a movie because apparently there's a picture fairy tale book from 1990 that it's based loosely on.
Huh, yeah, I did see that it was related to a book on a wonderful website about Shrek facts that I pulled up, but that's not for now. That's for later. Staying on track for with this one, guys. I figured I could do it at least once
Um,
every 50 episodes.
I will say, like, while their first couple films at DreamWorks were meant to compete with Disney, this one was meant to, like, make fun of Disney. And a lot of people know that because, like, the way that they make fun of these fairy tales is directly making fun of the fairy tales that Disney just redid. And, like, the kind of dumbness of them. I mean, I'm saying that loving Disney. Please don't come for me, Disney adults. I am also kind of low-key one of you. I don't want to admit it, though.
Oh god,
Um,
you've been infected.
I'm more of like an animated adult. Like I'll peruse really lots of animation.
I
And in
mean,
the words of Samuel L. Jackson, hentai too. Uh, One of my favorites, and Samuel L. Jackson goes to him being like, "Yes, I do love anime and hentai too."
I just feel like he has the best way of saying things.
Oh, he absolutely does.
He's the man.
He's
He's my man.
he's like why I want to rewatch Quentin Tarantino's works all the time because I'm like Quentin Tarantino sucks, but God, the people in these movies don't suck.
Yeah, that's
Um,
it is a tough one to face. That's
for sure.
it's honestly you can just watch them to make fun of him for them. You can poke fun at all the foot fetish stuff. People, it's still okay to make fun of people with foot fetishes,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
especially if they're
Um,
shitty people.
oh, absolutely, Dan Schneider. Um,
Fuck off.
yeah, I mean, come on, that's the most notorious one.
You're
But
right.
speaking of like star-studded cast, Shrek has a star-studded cast. Like it's incredible. With Mike Myers doing Shrek, and he had to like he originally did Shrek in a voice that wasn't the Scottish accent, and then was like, I got this idea, so they re-recorded it all, and that was like apparently several $1 million in animation fees, and that's insane. Um,
Gee dang. Just
but
because he was like, actually, let's do another one where I'm a Scotty.
and as we all know, like Eddie Murphy as Donkey, Cameron Diaz as Fiona, John Lithgow as Lord Farquaad in the first Shrek.
Mm-hmm. Before he
Let's
died.
see, with the second Shrek,
The
do
Lord
we have
Farquaad
who's
died.
notable in that?
I can't say it. I can't do the curse thing. Sorry, I'm having a problem right here because I was saying that like he was dead, but I was specifying it was Lord Farquaad and not John Lithgow. But I was worried that we were gonna have the podcast curse that John Lithgow was gonna die right after we posted this because we said
Oh
that he
no,
was, like that happens in podcasts.
I'd be so
It
upset. Like
would
I like
be.
because I like John Lithgow. Like he
He's
was
amazing.
Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
And he also apparently he was in The Crown and he played uh Winston Churchill. And I was like, what?
Yes, we were actually planning to watch The Crown. Um,
Yeah, I've seen some of the earlier seasons and it is pretty good. I want to watch it for Helena Bonham Carter. She's my queen.
oh yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of her and her very, very large and lovely head. So anyway, maybe we should get back to Shrek.
Oh, wait. Also, as far as casting, so Lord Farquaad, it is the wonderful John Lithgow, but it was originally offered to Alan Rickman, and he turned it down to go play Professor Snape, which I thought
That
was really cool because like Snape was great, and but it also would have been cool to see him as the Lord Farquaad.
I feel like he maybe made the better choice
Imagine him
there.
like, oh,
No, that would have been very funny. Like I just see a much more like somber Farquaad, just a
oh
very
yeah,
somber fuck. But honestly, I think he maybe made it out a little bit better on the Harry Potter films, considering he got like 8 of
oh
those
absolutely
instead
he
of the
did,
one Shreky.
absolutely he did, because Lord Farquaad is doesn't really make serious returns, so. But that's because the second movie gives us an even better villain. Like, no hate to Lord Farquaad, but it is a pretty dope villain in Shrek 2.
Yeah, right. Like she actually like engages in the plot and does things. Like there's stuff going on.
Yeah. Um, who played her, I wonder? Oh yeah, wait, Julie Andrews is fucking Princess Fiona's mom.
Oh yeah, shit.
And I forgot about that. Antonio Banderas is Puss in Boots.
Oh, you don't gotta remind me, dude. You don't gotta
I
tell me
forgot
that.
about all of these. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy.
What about the godmother though?
Jennifer Saunders. I'm not familiar. Wow.
I have heard of her, and I have heard people who review.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. She became kind of famous, like or a little more well known after graduating and joining the comic strip with her best friend and comedy partner Dawn French, who's like
Hmm.
I know she's really well known in Britain because she was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Oh shit. Okay. Of course, of course, everything you know relates back to RuPaul's. I swear. We Oregon now, by the
Relates
way.
back to drag. I don't want to say RuPaul.
Sorry, drag.
That was so great. RuPaul with the ooh. um people that watch Drag Race know. Uh,
My apologies.
what else has this lady done? Like, I know that she was fairy godmother. Oh wow, she actually did sing um the songs that fairy godmother sings, like the fairy godmother song and Holding Out for a Hero,
Fuck
which is
yeah.
cool, and it only took 4 days to record.
Of course it did. She was probably a fucking singing beast.
Shrek sequel broke Shrek's own record in the US in just a fortnight and made 353 million in 3 weeks.
Fortnite.
She won a People's Choice Award for Best Movie Villain in 2005,
Fuck
and
yeah.
she was Miss Spink in Coraline. Okay, so she's one of the Spink Enforceable, the old ladies who are low-key definitely lesbians
Hmm.
in Coraline.
I kind of remember that. I've only seen that thing once. I need more. I need Coraline Osmosis.
I got it. We can watch it. I
Okay.
I love Coraline. It's a great movie.
Okay. Let's
Good
get in
time.
some button eyes up in here. Halloween's
Absolutely.
coming
Oh,
around again.
there's so many things in Coraline that I'm like, oh, they would have had me. I'd have been like, yep, give me them button eyes.
You
I'm
would have
ready.
been
Take
assimilated
me.
by choice. You would have known it was a trap and been like, fuck yeah, this is not a trap.
Oh
God, you
God.
Tim Burton whore.
Okay, well that movie is not Tim Burton. A lot of people think it is, but it's not.
Oh. Still, it's the vibe.
Get your facts right. Get your facts right.
Okay, it's still a vibe, though, and you are,
It
though,
is, yeah, it's
so.
the same vibe. It is. Alrighty, well, did you have, do you have anything that you want to bring to the
I
table
got a
at the
Shrek
moment?
fact for you. You want a Shrek fact?
Oh, yeah?
Okay, which one have I got? Okay, this one. Shrek fact number one. Shrek was originally gonna be Canadian. Did you know that? It actually relates to that thing that you had mentioned about needing to re-record a
What?
bunch of shit. Well, yeah, because Mike Myers is from Canada, and they were originally just gonna go with his original accent, but he decided it would, but like make it a little bit more gruff and ogre. It said,
Interesting.
but for some reason, just to like I guess hearken to his like Scottish roots, Mike Myers was like, "Yo, let's try it again with my Scottish accent," and that's the one that stuck. But he was almost a Maple Man. Did you know?
I don't feel like that would have been the vibe for me personally, but it's a choice, albeit the wrong.
I have to throw out one of these other facts, by the way, because you stole one from me. This one. Damn it. I have more. It's time to talk about Shrek 4. Have you seen Shrek 4?
I think I think Shrek 4 I did see, but I think we were like a little late to it in theaters. So
Oh,
I missed the
see.
first little bit.
You didn't get the preface, which was like the whole reason for the movie. They really did have like it's one of those movies where there's the inciting incident and then it's just kind of like a fucking trip until you go back and it's like, oh yeah, this was about this in the first place. So you were probably very confused. Um, the way that I would define Shrek 4's plot, if you don't remember, is that Shrek is having his midlife crisis because he can't ogre no more because he has kids now,
Yeah.
and Mister Rumplebutt, Rumpelstiltskin, he said, "Hey, why don't you just be an ogre again?" And he did it, and now he's never have met nobody and has never saved nobody. And that's the plot. It's him getting it back. It's honestly, I don't know if it was Shay Frillis that had mentioned this or if it was someone else, but I
He had
think,
mentioned Rumpelstiltskin being like a really interesting.
oh, he's fucking insane, and it's like
Yeah, I'm
it's
actually I'm reading the plot description for this one, and I'm not sure I remember this one at all.
oh yeah, it's actually a fucking acid dream. It's weird. It is like it was best
It sounds
described as
terrible.
it is a fan fiction that
Yeah,
actually became a Shrek movie.
the Wikipedia entry reads, he agrees to trade a day from his childhood in exchange for a day to exist as a real ogre again. However, Shrek suddenly finds himself in a twisted alternate reality where ogres are hunted and Rumpelstiltskin is king. Puss is obese, and Shrek has never met Donkey or Fiona. Shrek discovers he unknowingly traded the day he was born and will not exist after the day is over.
Yeah,
That's so
I
dramatic.
know,
Like,
right? I mean,
oh my God.
it's the fourth one. You know, you gotta go hard on it, and I mean that's
Yeah, they were running out of ideas. They were like, hopefully people buy into this one.
I mean that's some fairy tales level stakes right there. So I gotta give them that. I just gotta say though, like it isn't a great movie by any stretch. It is not amazing. I honestly did not like it the first time I watched it. But I think on merit alone, just the fact that it is better than the third one, it makes it okay in my eyes. Because the third one is just actually, I just don't even, let's just not even talk about it. I just don't even want to talk about it. I don't just, you just want to like, just like act like, just push him out of the room. Just get Shrek 3 out of here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, eh, I could go without it.
I don't care about any of that weird like air prince shit. Like
It's
fuck
for
it.
me, Shrek 2 is the crowning jewel. Like,
Yeah.
it will always be the crowning jewel. It for me, it has the best message. I find there were a lot more interesting like jokes made and like cultural references made that were like
Mm-hmm.
if you tried to do that now in a PG movie, parents would be like fucking pissed. I mean,
Just fucking
I don't know.
pissed.
Like I don't have kids, so don't come for us. We don't have kids. I mean, don't come for us for our opinions anyways. It's our opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
children. But like
No.
we were all turning up to like nasty music growing up. If you grew up in the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s to fucking now.
Uh
We
huh.
all listened to nasty music and saw nasty things like and we all grew up pretty okay. Like yeah, there's some bad apples, but don't let it ruin the whole bunch.
Yeah. Like.
And so it's just like wild to me that like people like with like Turning Red, people were so upset about things shown in the movie and I was like that's really not that bad. In Shrek 2, there's a scene where Donkey and human Shrek are arrested by the far, far away police.
Yeah.
And the police are definitely like brutalizing them in a cops era fashion, like the TV show Cops.
Oh yeah. It
Um,
was. This is very
and it's
police
a hilarious scene
brutality.
because you realize as an adult, you're like, oh my God, they really went there. You're really gonna come for the police like that? Like, get
Yeah.
it?
Like fucking
Yes, children's movie.
profiling. And
So, I mean,
honest.
but like as a kid, did I realize that? No, and I'm fine. I was just like, haha, Shrek farted. Like your
See,
kids
I
are smart,
laughed
but they're
more when
not
he
that smart,
burped. I laughed more when he burped.
He does more farting. It's definitely more prevalent.
Well, that's why I like the burps. They're few and far between, but that's what makes them special.
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 So
Special. Special. Okay, I'm done.
recently I was introduced to the idea of Shrek-lesque. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, fuck, we're getting into this. Okay.
I was looking through some of the photos earlier and they are wow. Because I saw a couple of videos on TikTok, um, and I've seen some pictures of like people going to the events and stuff, and it looks like a really fun time.
I'm gonna need a link to this.
It's shreklesque.com.
Oh my. Okay, I'll look it up.
That's Shrek, LESQUE.com, for anyone who's curious. It looks like it's a burlesque parody of Shrek. Um, so strip show, but like fun and artsy and performative, not just, I mean, not that like, hey, pole dancing is also artsy, just in a different way. Um, it looks like this is an Australian thing,
Fuck yeah.
and then they're doing a New Zealand tour.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, wow.
Wow.
This looks like quite the production. At first, I have seen videos of the Shrek performers, Fiona,
Holy mother of wow. Pinocchio got an
Donkey,
ass.
but
Pinocchio got a donkey,
yeah,
dude.
I hadn't seen Pinocchio or Gingy or apparently Lord Farquaad is also a part of this. It's crazy to me.
I gotta
Like
see that. Wow, that's. This is really creative, honestly, but also like, oh my god,
Dragon, Magic
the
Mirror,
gingerbread man is
Robin Hood.
thick, dude.
Yeah,
Damn, I want to fucking take a step down Drury Lane.
she's
You know
yeah,
what I'm
she's
saying?
pretty good. Do you want to know what the lady who plays the gingerbread's name is? Because I'm
Uh,
looking at the cast name right now.
yeah. What's up?
Tugboat Tiffy. Tantalizing, tenacious, and ever so slightly twisted, Tugboat Tiffy is one burlesque performer that will leave you feeling a little naughty, spelled almost like nautical. Naughty.
They're
Get it?
are they a sailor themed? Are they a ship themed burlesque dancer?
I'll keep reading the smaller bit of the profile and
Okay.
you tell me.
Okay.
Known for her outlandish acts, Tugboat will leave you thinking, Yacht did I just watch? Tugboat will deliver you a big dose of vitamin C as she lights up the stage with her eccentric costuming. From the first second you see her to her final bow, you will fall in love. She's a romantic like that.
Okay, so that's just fucking puns. Like, is
Yeah,
there are they
all like sea related puns. I don't know. I
what
don't know, but I'm really here for it. I think that's really fucking funny to me.
you know what? I just hope that every outfit is sea themed. That's just what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for some Little Mermaid realness here
Oh, absolutely.
to this tone.
Pinocchio is played by Barbie Banks.
Barbie Banks
Fantastic plastic gender bending weirdo we didn't know we needed.
isn't that always the case?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, honestly, I'm looking at the word Shrek-lesque spelled out, and this is a mouthful of a word.
I think it rolls really nicely, Shrek left,
Shrek-lesque.
personally.
I mean, fair, because the back half of it is French and you only pronounce like three of the letters in it, but like written out, like that's kind of rough. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah, I think. Do it all the fucking time. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore. That was rude.
Right.
Do
Anyways,
do we? Yes. Continue. Sorry.
um, oh, I was gonna talk about how I think they recently, I believe they've already done it, destroyed the Shrek ride at Universal, or it was more like a movie.
Oh,
Let
the
me look that
Shrek in
up.
4D? We on vibes now.
Yeah, Shrek ride closing. The 4D officially closed last month at Universal Studios Florida. It has been surrounded by temporary work walls covered in Minions graphics. Moment of silence for that.
Ouch.
Shrek doesn't deserve it. The leading rumor is that what will replace it is a minion-themed moving walkway attraction.
Double
Was that
ouch.
really worth it?
Double ouch. Oh! Oh! I needed to not know this. I needed to not know this. This is bad information.
It looks like it was removed in January, or like permanently closed in January.
Fuck, dude. How am I gonna get sneezed on by Donkey now?
Yeah, it had an 18-year career though, so shout out to that.
So many
Shout out to
fucking
that.
people got sneezed on by Donkey. Maybe we did win something in all this. Maybe we did.
I think there is like a young Gru movie coming out, so maybe they're getting ahead of the game there and
Ah,
making a ride for it. But they already have like a Despicable Me ride that is basically just a Minion ride already.
so it's like another. Is it kind of like
I
Young
don't want
Sheldon?
Minion rides.
Yeah,
Do more like Harry Potter level stuff. That's cool. Maybe do some work in the Simpsons area of the park. That would also be cool.
they're just doing this thing where they market to children. They won't stop.
Build a Bob's Burgers section of the park. Love that.
Oh,
They owned by, well, they're Fox, so I think they're technically Universal, right?
I got no fucking idea. I don't follow any of that. I just don't know. That's not a following thing. That's just a knowledge.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me, like, what a phenomenon Shrek was, you know?
It truly was, you know.
Really,
I
really.
I just can't I just can't fathom how like this strange. Well, you know what I can fathom. This is like I feel like in a weird way like regardless of the message of Shrek which is great in its own way. It's about body positivity in a way that like we all need.
Self-acceptance, letting people
Mhm.
in, like, there's a
Mhm.
lot of,
Mhm.
and apparently, Shrek Forever After, or whatever, the message of that one is realizing that, like, you should be thankful for what you have, and, like, maybe what you have is what you need,
Yeah. You know what? That's
you know?
great. And you know what? That's very Buddhist of you, Shrek 4. Very, very Buddhist of you.
Yeah, which is great. We need to give more Buddhist mantras and shit and morals to kids.
Well, all we can do is try, right?
Oh, yeah.
Um, but yeah. Oh, hello. Somebody just got caught doing something.
It's us. They're shutting the podcast down.
Ah,
We've gone too
shit.
far.
That's Disney coming. They knew I was about to diss them.
I guess we can't really talk about Shrek without talking about the internet phenomenon of Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Uh, do you think that we should take a short break before we do that, though? That seems like its own kind of hunk of an episode if you think about it.
Yeah, or you know what? Maybe we don't have to talk about that. Maybe we'll just take a short break, and if you're listening, go watch it and think about it if you haven't. And if you already know what it is, then suffer with the rest of us.
Yeah, okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. It's not very long. People do that
Oh,
sometimes. So,
well,
we can
play
do
us
it too.
out, Mason.
That's called the chin strap, ladies
That's
and
all you
gentlemen.
got?
fuck? Okay, I'll play something. Um, wait. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah. I can do this.
got it. Okay. It's nice. Golf clap for that. Soft little golf clap. Um, all right, well, we'll be right back.
See you in a sec. Time, Shrek time is back.
I think something that we need to talk about is the banger music. I mean, not only like I'm not gonna lie. I've been a fan of Smash Mouth's music from before I was familiar with Shrek.
Are you a smash head?
Um, no, it was just All Star was a song that like growing up, I don't know, as a kid, like I loved that song for some reason. Like even before Shrek as a little kid, I just knew all the words. That and Who Let the Dogs Out.
Who let
They
the
were just like
dogs
popular
out?
songs at the time.
They were.
So,
What kind of
that's like,
shit were we
the
listening
opening
to?
song to Shrek 1. Plus, then there's, Smash Mouth's other song in it, I'm a Believer, which is also phenomenal.
Of your cock.
There's a cover of Bad Reputation in
Oh
the
my.
first
Oh
movie.
my god, dude! I remember when that song was playing in the first movie. I was fucking popping off as a kid, and when she said "damn," I was like, "Oh, dude! Oh my god! It's swearing! It's swearing!" It was. I was having my time. It was
Yeah.
my time.
Um, there's also, uh, of course, Hallelujah. Not the Jeff Buckley version, it's the Rufus Wainwright version.
Oh, I see.
Um, One of my favorite songs from Shrek is it's an odd one, but it's the one from Shrek 2 when he's like after he's like changed his appearance and he starts like the song starts out really sad and then it starts getting upbeat as he realizes, "Oh my God, like I'm hot now."
Oh
And it
yeah.
changes. But it's like a cover of it, of the turn and face the changes.
Changes. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's like such a good one. There's also uh I'm on My Way by the Proclaimers, the notorious Holding Out for a Hero Fairy Godmother cover.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the whole
Um,
movie. Let's be honest. You know what? Now you fell into my trap. You fell into my trap card, Aubrey. Because guess what? Shrek fact number 2 relates to Shrek 2.
oh yeah.
Did you know that Shrek 2, the scene where Shrek tells Fiona that he loves her? Little known fact, probably not, but little known fact on this podcast, Mike Myers actually recorded that scene with, like, across from his wife in the same room to really give authenticity to his "I love" and the "you" separately.
They were just like, it just doesn't sound authentic enough. And he was like, is that authentic enough for you?
Poor Cameron Diaz, right?
Yeah.
I was
One of
so
my
trying.
chopped liver.
I was trying so hard to not say that when I was thinking about that earlier, but then I just said it. So here you go.
I mean, hey, yeah, I would feel that way if I was somebody's scene partner and they just couldn't get to the right level. I'd be like, damn,
Well, I
there's something
mean,
wrong.
Cameron Diaz was just not groovy, baby. That's just all there is to it.
You make a point. I mean, hey,
So does this
if it's not
ambulance.
shagadelic, it's not shagadelic. I will mention there is one song that like normally with Shrek they don't really allow musical numbers. 'Cause that was like kind of part of their anti-Disney, not gonna have the same vibe as like your classic Disney movie thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one song that's original, as far as like musical numbers, and it's that classic Welcome to Duloc, which is honestly also just a work of like good puns and timing. Um, because you
Yeah.
think every sentence is going to end with a curse word and it doesn't. So it's got it's got all the parents on the edge of their seats the whole time.
Oh my god. You want to talk about masterpieces? What I think the best thing that can really be said about the internet's influence on Shrek, which is a separate topic, but an all the more important one, its cultural impact. There is a YouTube video which is referred to as Shrek Reanimated, I believe, where they actually got I don't know a specific number. I don't want to say it's like 300. There's no way they got that many people, but like they got a group of artists to completely recreate the entirety of the Shrek film. Like every 10 to 12 seconds is a different animator, and it is probably one of the most imaginative and fucking strange experiences you will ever incur, honestly. I
So it's
think
for any viewers who are curious for watching it, we will put the link in the episode description, but it
fuck, I
is
guess so.
Shrek Retold.
Shrek Recall Retold. Yes. Yeah. Check it out. Like, honestly, we could talk for hours about the weird Shrek memes that exist on this planet. I'm sure everybody's
There's
heard of
so
at
many
least
though. There's
one.
too many. Like when I was looking, and like so many of them haven't even been verified because they're just like too niche. But I'm like, oh, I've seen these.
Shrek exists. He is in our ether. He is like Garfield. He is a lethargic, bumbly man that stole our hearts. Not one fateful day.
Grabby.
Shrek
Yeah.
fact number 3. Oh boy, are you excited for this one?
Yeah,
Um,
I am.
wasn't looking good when you were working on Shrek. Shrek was the ugly side project comparatively in DreamWorks, because like Shrek wasn't the only thing they were working on at the time of release.
Oh yeah.
Shrek was the side child. Shrek was I believe being created at the same time you said at as uh
Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado.
thank you. Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado. So they were very busy. And like Shrek was new. It was 3D animation. This was a new thing. Like they went to a lot of like new technological extents to create that big hulking, bustly, smelly beast that we love every day of our lives. And it sucked. It just sucked to work on, dude. So from what we heard on the grapevine, fact number 3 is if you were bad at DreamWorks, you got thrown in the Shrek pit. If they didn't like you, they just made you work on Shrek. If you talked back to them, you wouldn't get them their coffee. Go fucking work on Shrek. Go to the Shrek pit, you bitch. That's how it
Fine,
was.
good. I want to work on Shrek because it's gonna be a fucking $1 million success, like multi-million-dollar success. So fuck you.
Okay, animate his taint then.
That's part of it. That's not in the
Animate
movie.
his taint then.
That's not in the movie.
Animate! And scene. Okay. That's fact number 3.
I didn't know it was like that. You got references on that?
Um, yes. I'll link them, I promise.
I'm so curious though. Like, was there just like some like Shrek employees tell all?
I mean, just people. I'm sure just people who worked there get on fucking Reddit or some shit and just blow their guts about it and on ominously. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and anonymously. Uh, so that's Shrek, everybody. Shrek. Give it up for Shrek.
We can give it up for Shrek. Sorry, I have this little piece of skin on my fingy, and I can't. It's just like hanging there, and I can't get it.
Okay. That
Trying to
sucks.
rip all my skin off, damn it.
I mean, I am.
Just
Or,
trying to take off the layer, that way I can breathe. You know,
Oh!
sometimes I gotta unzip my skin suit at the end of the day and just breathe.
Speaking of layers.
The most important Shrek fact number 4.
Pew 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 pew!
Ogres are like onions.
They have
They got
layers! Did
layers.
you know? Did you know that I loved you, Mr. Shrek? Listen, I'm just happy to be here. I never thought I would ever put this much effort into like a single thing ever in my life. So, just
For sure. Into like just like living, is that what you mean? Like,
yeah, like I did a thing 50 times.
yeah,
Isn't that cool?
absolutely.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. I guess I've done a thing 50 times now too.
Yeah, you showed up.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
showed up.
There was that one, but I don't think we counted that one actually. So
We have mini sets to make up for it, it's fine.
you're right. I got one more Shrek fact if you want me to give that one out before we go.
Oh, absolutely.
This one actually relates to the bottom right of the screen. So if any of you are the YouTube watchers, hi, hello, welcome, the one of you.
Hey!
Lucky to see our faces. We'll talk about the blue hair thing later, I guess. Don't worry about it.
We will address the blue hair controversy.
But before then, Shrek fact number 5. A very famous actor known as Al Pacino. Did you know he's got a Shrek phone case? Like, he's got a phone case that's just got like a fuck ton of Shreks all collaged together on the back of it on like an iPhone fucking 11 X5.
And this is confirmed.
Yes, by his daughter. She took the picture of him with the phone on the table. And she put him on blast. But yeah, that is
That's like the Batman stunt double with the Sailor Moon phone case.
Oh my god, yeah. I love
Big
that.
pastel pink. It's beautiful.
Yeah, apparently Pacino is a big fan of the Shrek as well. It gets everywhere. Shrek is everywhere.
You heard it here first, folks. Shrek is fully endorsed by Al Pacino. So,
Sounds like we can be rest assured and call it a night.
you can finally rest in peace.
Our job is done here.
Well, until next time when we tackle another achievement, episode 51. What?
Whoa! What are we gonna do for that one? Probably some
Yeah,
more.
we'll figure it out.
Well, anyway, it's great having you guys, and thanks for sticking around so long.
Yeah,
we promise we'll keep doing it too.
Thanks for supporting us. It means a lot. And we know even if you don't leave reviews or comment or send us emails, we know you're there. We know you're there.
Like I'm watching those numbers. You're all being so quiet, but I'm watching them. I see you.
But remember, if you ever do want to, stop being quiet, leave us a review with words. We love to read them.
Even y'all
give
French.
us an email with words. We love to read them.
Yeah, and even that goes for y'all French folk and y'all German folk and y'all Finnish folk too, because I see those numbers. There are a few of you out there. I will Google translate that shit if so be it. Please. I've done this 50 times in a row. I want to know if I'm doing a good job. Let me know. Let us know. I didn't mean for this to be a rant at the end.
So aggressive. Let us know. Talk to us.
Tell me.
Thank you for your support.
Episode 50 done. Next episode. Fucking talk to us.
Oh my God, your neighbors are probably like, holy shit, the dude next door is having a crisis about his streaming career.
Nah, bro. Our next door neighbors are outside in the laundry room. We're safe.
Woo! All right.
Anyway, next time, taking things to new heights.
Deuces.
See you next year.
No, not year.